There's a force in all of us that science knows nothing about, the force of fear.
Welcome everyone to Induced Fear. I am your host Oscar, and if you're wondering why I'm donning this beautiful face, it's because we're talking about the Pigman today. Specifically, the Pigman of Northfield, or Pigman of Vermont, the Northfield Pigman, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're talking about today. And this is going to be a muffled video, but I do it for you guys to look this good. This Pigman legend begins in 1951 with a boy that went missing at the age of 17. His name is Sam Harris, and they don't necessarily know whether or not he is the beast or this Pigman ate him. But he's described as having like white hair all over his body and wearing the face of a pig, like I am here. But I'm not the Pigman. Now, like any other teenager during that time, Sam Harris went out the night before Halloween and went out for Mischief Night to go and have some fun with friends. But it wasn't until the next morning that his parents knew or saw that he was missing. And from that moment, they searched for him. There ended up being this giant search party, hundreds of people searching for Sam Harris throughout the woods around there, Vermont. Now, poor Sam was never found. It is said that people still see sightings of him every now and then throughout the woods there in Vermont, but there's something different about him. They say that maybe he was possessed by the devil himself, and now he just roams these woods, and whenever he comes across a pig, he murders that pig, guts it, takes off the head, and puts it over his face to terrorize the locals of New England. Some part of these legends also say that he haunts the Devil's Wash Bowl, the hills of the Devil's Wash Bowl. And if he's not murdering the pigs, he is lying with these pigs and creating more man-pig offsprings, which is super gross. One of the actual sightings of the Pigman is when a couple of kids were drinking behind a school, and this Pigman came walking out from the woods, naked, covered in white hair and blood, and then wearing this pig face. Naturally, these kids ran out of there and just took off running and yelling about the Pigman. Word spread, got around town. Eventually, this farmer came forward and talked about seeing the same exact figure, a naked man covered in white hair and blood, wearing a pig face. He also stated that it was going through his garbage when he went out there, and that a couple of his pigs actually went missing around the time that he saw this creature. Many other people, mainly teenagers, see this creature, but most seem like they're just looking for attention. One story states that a couple of kids went out after school to go into the Devil's Wash Bowl. Now, there's rivers, there's what's said to be caves in the area, which this Pigman can hide. And while there, they ran into the Pigman, and he attacked this group, lifting up a rock and striking one of the men and going after the women before they were able to all get away. So you don't know really what to believe with this Pigman. He's very elusive. People just catch glimpses of him or a violent outburst from him. This could be just some Halloween story, but there is another Pigman elsewhere in the world. The Pigman of Cannock Chase. The legend of this Pigman takes place right after World War II. British and American scientists started working on particular science experiments, and one of them went too far. Apparently, they abducted a woman and impregnated her with this half pig, half human DNA, and she gave birth to this Pigman. Now, this Pigman is described differently, not covered in white hair. It's basically just a human body with the face and snout of a pig. It was growing up inside this science facility until it decided to run into the woods of Cannock Chase, where people would have their sightings in those woods of this elusive Pigman. Now, a man by the name of Lee Brickley is actually well known with this legend, and a couple had sent him their retelling of their experience that they had seeing this Pigman. And I'll read that for you guys right here. Dear Mr. Brickley, I have seen something rather odd on Cannock Chase, and it may be of some interest to you. In October 1993, Whilst walking around Castle Ring, myself and the wife heard some strange noises coming from the surrounding trees. Thinking it was likely a couple enjoying some fun in the woods, we headed back in the direction of our car. Upon reaching the steps of the car park, I happened to turn around and lay my eyes on the strangest creature I'd ever seen. This was 7 feet tall. From the neck down, it looked like a man, even wearing clothes, but its head was far too big for a human. It even had a elongated face, with a snout-like nose, so we started walking back to the car more quickly and got inside. It was then that we started hearing these really high-pitched, strange noises, squealing like a pig being killed. That really spooked us. Now, another person's experience is actually inside the woods, and he had described this creature kind of being hunched over on all fours, searching through the woods on the floor, sniffing around as if searching for food. And he thought it was a large boar, and generally they will probably attack you, they aren't afraid. And he pulled out his machete, and when he did, this thing stood up on its 2 legs, and he states that he's 6'3". This creature was at least 7 feet tall. It towered over him. He just ran. No longer did he want to fight this creature. He thought, nope, this thing is going to kill me. I need to leave right now. And as he's running, trying to leave, he just hears this banshee-like screaming and squealing behind him as he's running, trying to escape from whatever this creature is, the Pigman. These could just be urban legends, Halloween stories, whatever you want to call it. But some people claim they have seen these creatures, these pigmen, and I want to know. Have you seen the Pigman? Does your town have this urban legend? If so, you can send it to inducedfearpod@gmail.com. Follow us on all the socials, all this nonsense at the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share it with your friends, what have you. And don't forget to ask questions and face your fears. Thanks for joining me, the Pigman, on Induced Fear. Bye. I earned this today.